team of paranormal investigators is on the hunt for one thing: haunted objects. Led by a master ghost hunter with nerves of steel and years of experience putting them to the test, a skilled researcher driven to find the facts and get to the truth, and a world-class medium who can communicate directly with spirits and read the hidden energy of haunted objects. Their traveling roadshow will take them into the heart of evil.
They were hanged here.
To the most haunted locations.
There's something behind you.
Where they'll help desperate people terrorized by everyday objects. And they won't quit until the evil is found, cleansed from the object, or removed from the owner's life.
Guys, we're gonna need to repossess this one.
Thank you, guys.
The following program is intended for a mature listening audience. Graphic and explicit language may be heard at times. The views expressed and opinions given by the individual hosts and their guests do not necessarily express those of this station or sponsors. Listeners are advised, but neither the station nor owners and agents will be held liable for the content of this program. Rebroadcast, redistributed, or reused without the express written permission without the host or producer is not allowed. You are listening to Family Spirit International.
I hit the button like 6 times. Thank you, Gwen. Oh, Butterfingers.
Hello, everybody.
It's okay.
Yes,
I
even
saw you struggling.
restarted. I was like, come on, sis, help a girl out.
I got you. I got it. It took a second, I got you.
And I'm jelly because Mr. Blaine's making some steaks for him and his bride.
Where's ours?
I already ate them bad boys. You're too late. Done ate them.
See,
No
you
fair.
snooze, you lose. I went to a new restaurant whenever you come back to town, November 2nd, Day of the Dead, for our Fitzpatrick Hotel event in not Newberry, in Washington, Georgia.
There you go.
I've got a place I'm going to take you. Do you like chicken stew?
Yes.
Well, you're going to have some chicken stew and
Right on.
some pimento cheese with crackers to
Ooh.
dip.
Oh,
I'm
yummy.
going to set you up. Gwen and I have been scouting around. We got some good food for you. So
I'm coming to your house on November
Yes.
1st. And we're doing what, Saturday night in Georgia?
yep.
Okay, so I'll be up to your house
Yep.
Friday
You know,
afternoon.
the dogs want to see you, and we want to take you to dinner, and I think the class wants to
no.
see you. You don't want to go to dinner with the class?
All right,
And I
on.
want to see you.
Everybody wants to see Blaine.
Hell yeah, I do.
There you go. I
And I got my shaman cards because
I'm
guess
just
who we
such a
have on
love
the show?
person.
Guess who we have on the show?
Yes.
I'm so excited. We have got Richard and Colleen Johnson with Ethereal Voices Paranormal, and they are like Dr. Frankenstein. They make the most incredible ghost hunting equipment. And
Yeah, they do.
here, I made
Yes.
an intro for them because they're sponsors now of Family
Yes.
Spirit International. So let me play it, and then we'll invite them on. Okay, just hold
Yes.
Right
still. We'll
on,
be
right
right
on.
back. There we go. So let's
Love
bring Richard and his wife Colleen on the show.
Got him.
What's up,
Hey!
guys?
Hey, guys.
So welcome to the show, and thank you for being
I
a lovely
love it.
sponsor.
Thank
Yes.
you.
So I want to add some voiceovers on there. I'll figure that part out. But welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And as you know, I'm crazy about the let me show you. Let me show everybody what I'm talking about. I downloaded it. Where'd it go?
Luke, check
This one
out
is
his shirt.
Got it.
Oh, you got the shirt on. Oh my God. Doing supernatural
Yay.
shit. Yeah. Well, he said when his wife came in, you were just about to come on, and he said, "Yeah, you've been working hard today. Let's do some supernatural shit." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, boy.
So my favorite here. All right, this is my
Yes.
favorite,
Ain't it
It
perfect?
and
is awesome.
I love it, and it's like this one. This one
Ooh.
is the spectral. No, it's not. Yes, spectral REM pod EVP, and that's for Ethereal Voices Paranormal. Okay, so that is called the spectral REM
That's
pod
pretty.
EVP steampunk. Can you see the top? Isn't that thing gorgeous?
It is gorgeous.
Now, let me tell you what's so special about this. First of all, it's made by hand. I've got to turn this thing right here off because it's messing me up. Hold on. I don't want to do that here. Let me go down here. The reason
do
why
it.
I love this, I'm going to get it.
You want me
None.
to do it?
Who knows
There
what's
you go.
behind me? There we go.
Nothing.
So, all right. So here's this beautiful thing. I turned it on, right? And before I could get out of my mouth, oh, this is a REM pod for you guys to enjoy. They started doing a rhythm. Beep, 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 beep. It took over the entire. I finally just turned it off because they were so busy messing with it. They didn't want to do anything else. But it really, okay, you see how, I want everybody to see how sensitive it is. Okay, wait. See what I'm talking about? All right, wait a minute. Wait. I'm going to turn it off again. All right, stop. Wait. Okay, this is my house. This is just my house,
Yes.
and I've got sassy ghosts in the house. Okay, hey, can you wait a minute? All right, I'm gonna just turn it
No.
off.
It
Yeah,
works. Yeah.
It works so well. They love it.
Lee, that's more sensitive than my damn hearing aid is.
That's your hearing aid. Your hearing
And
aid.
that's pretty
You can
good.
hear a gnat fart. I know. So you see, all right? I've turned it off. Go ahead. It's your turn. Go ahead. See, they can't resist it.
That's
I
pretty
don't know what
badass.
it is about it. I know it's not my phone. My phone's way over here. It's not the laptop. I could set it up behind me on the mantle and you can hear it. But I just want you guys to know that there's something special about a handmade object.
Yeah.
This has been, made with love. You've got the little plug in the back, okay, and you flip it this way so it runs on a, 9-volt battery, no different than any other REM pod, but it's a whole lot different than a REM pod. REM pods, look so sterile.
Yeah.
They don't look fun at all. And I feel, well, everybody that's in this house, I'm either related to them, or there's a spirit that I met out in a ghost hunt, and I didn't want them to be alone, so they came home with me. And I'm not haunted. I don't have attachments. I'm Native American, and I have spirit guides. I've got lots of them because I need lots of help. So anyway, I love this. Is truly my favorite piece of equipment, and I'm not saying that because you're sponsors. I'm saying because I love this thing. I mean, look at it. It's so beautiful.
Like the little church lady say, it's made with love, baby.
Made with love, baby.
There you go.
He did little scepter.
There's no one none of them are the same.
And that's what I love about it.
Yes.
And mine is, but you got to get it signed.
Yes.
Okay. So this is the first time open like this to the public. I mean, he's been to paranormal conferences with his wife. The two of them have, made these beautiful things with love. But this is the first time, out in such a big way, such a big manner, that these objects are available. I'm sorry. I'm just overwhelmed with them.
If you really think about, where we go investigate, most of us, it's within, from 1700s till modern time. So
right.
I just feel like that, something that's in a more historic place is going to be more apt to interact with something that looks more and not just a hunk of plastic sitting there.
Yep.
Well, the thing is, this looks more their time period.
Yeah.
It looks interesting. It still looks like it's a piece of equipment with the steampunk, but it does look Victorian. But it definitely doesn't look threatening. I mean, we spend a lot of our time explaining what equipment is and that it's not going to hurt them. So
it looks like a jewelry box to me.
Yeah.
And I love
like a little doodad box. Yeah.
Hey, Richard, I need you to make me one with a pentagram on it, brother.
That'd be good. Well, but look at this. Y'all gonna flip. You ready? I know y'all have seen it. You made it, but here we go.
I want that one. That's the one I want. So
bad. I want the big one. The humdinger. I should have named it humdinger. This one's called a spectral resonator because it is very. Oh, let me get it off of here. He's got one.
There she is.
Ooh.
Damn.
Yes.
You see how big the antenna is on
this one? Has that.
I like that.
Get it away from you, or it'll just keep going off.
That's a big whip.
My phone's
right. It's got a very long range, and the antenna you can adjust it.
I love that. Because if you have a spirit or a shadow figure or something that is not going to communicate with you and standing back at a distance, if you put that antenna out, they'll feel like, okay, yeah, I can do this, and then they might touch it. It's better than just a grid light.
And she's pretty.
Yeah,
pretty.
Oh.
I'm jealous.
She looks like she
it.
belongs to the Addams family. Okay, here's another one of the spectral REM pod EVP steampunk. See, and that one's a little more masculine, I think. It's got the gears.
I like that
it's
one
got the lights in a square. I think it's beautiful, and I
I
love
like
that
the
it's.
keys. I like the key on it.
Yeah.
For some reason,
I
don't
do
like
too.
it so much.
The key
It's
makes
very
that one.
pretty. Yeah. Let me show you this one because I have 3 pictures. That's the bee. I almost got that one. It's a little smaller than mine,
Yeah, that one's
but
the small one.
but Henrietta really belongs in my That's her name, Henrietta.
Henrietta.
Yes.
And that's the,
All right, which
So
one do you have, Richard?
the one she was just showing.
that's
It
the
is?
bee.
Okay. Yeah.
This is
I
my
ought to. So
That
wait a
one,
minute.
yeah.
This one. It's this one with the bee and the gear.
That's the bee.
That
That's
is so
that
beautiful.
one.
Yeah, it is.
If Mom was with us, she would have had to have had that one because of the bee.
I got them everywhere.
You know, she's with us.
Yeah, they're all
so-
over the house.
I had them everywhere.
Mhm.
Surprise.
Nice.
Now, what's this one? Oh, that's the small. But look at the antenna on that.
That
I
is
know.
badass.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, I probably ought to put the prices on here too for your ad.
That
We can
if you
do that
wouldn't mind,
later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that
Yeah,
later.
this is the one
Yes.
with the. Let's see.
That's
Yeah, with
crazy.
the bee.
Yeah, that's the one. The
Yeah.
other one you
That's
like.
beautiful.
With the little
Oh,
dots on the
yes.
front.
Yes.
Yes.
Little bunny rabbit.
Badass.
Your bunny
Let's just be
rabbit.
honest. I love them all.
Got a
Yeah.
little
I
bunny
do
rabbit.
too.
Yeah,
So-
so
I
Look at
just,
there.
I just love it when they had them at the table next to us. Every time a kid
Oh,
walked
yeah.
by, it would go off, and they'd look at Richard or look at Colleen and go, and I'm like, yeah, you're haunted. And what?
What? Yep.
yeah.
We have a whole bunch of these heads that we're going to be making into REM pods too.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
man.
No.
Clowns.
We're
We
gonna
got
that
a bunch
one.
of clowns.
Yeah. I know a couple of folks that are not about clowns. I don't have a
No, no.
problem with
People don't
clowns.
think about clowns. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I made them like this, but it's just
It's
That's
just
too
sterile
clinical.
and plain
Yeah.
and boring
It's-
and
it's boring to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I was
you're right.
like, I wanted something different, and so we were thinking, and she was like, "Why don't we do them out of wood?" So
I
'cause
love
like doing that stuff. I love doing woodwork and stuff like that. So
Here's your girlfriend.
oh yeah, here's fun.
I want it to move.
Oh,
so bad.
oh. Her name is. She is the etheric.
Ethereal
Yes. Pulse
Ethereal.
receiver.
pulse receiver.
There it is. Got my tongue tangled.
That's cool.
She got red
Look
eyes.
at the eyes. Hey, Gwen, send the link over to Christopher. He's trying to get in.
Oh, I thought.
Boy,
Sorry,
I could have,
Christopher.
Red eyes.
Don't shoot me.
That's
Richard,
the one.
I could have so much fun with those things, just messing with my dogs. It'd be hilarious.
Yep. And we have
That one's really cool. I think I like the red better.
So like the
Yeah.
eyes, I can do like just about any color with the lights,
Well, I like that.
and I can also put I can put like a power light. So if it's on, there'll be one LED I can add somewhere it'll slowly just pulse and change colors.
Oh,
So like
sweet.
if the room's completely dark,
Yeah.
you'll have that one little light just pulsing and changing colors. So I can do it like that. I mean, I can do them all kinds of different ways. They're they're a lot more sensitive than the REM pod. And they have a bigger range because the regular REM pod, you have to get pretty close to the antenna.
Yeah.
So they pick
just
up a little bit further away.
Yeah, Gwen win. What? Let me see what happened.
There you go. Hurricane got her.
Hurricane got her.
Her and Scott Tefferman. They go.
They're gone.
We told Scott, we're like, hey man, we got an extra bedroom. Come on.
I said, you can come here and
Evacuate
run.
this way.
Run.
She's
Yeah,
back.
They just put that new update. It's supposed to be Category 4 when it makes landfall. So,
Well,
Yeah,
here, probably about 12 o'clock our time. And they sent us home. I'm like, okay, see you. Bye.
That's what mine says. National Weather Service has issued a tropical cyclone statement from my little town, and it's going to be in effect. Oh, it went to sleep till 1:30 a.m.
Yeah, if y'all
So
get
it's
what we
supposed to
got,
be
it's just
ugly.
gonna be what if y'all get what we did, it'll just be a bunch of rain and thunder, so you'll be all right.
Yeah, I work at the hospital, so I'm essential.
I mean, we're basically like where we are. We're in like the outskirts of Pensacola, so
Yeah.
we're like 20 minutes from. I mean, it takes us 20 minutes to get to Alabama. From
Oh,
here.
jeez. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh,
We're
wow.
right there
Right
on
off
98. On 98.
I know where you are.
Yeah, so we're like right where the Navy Hospital and all that is.
Yeah.
We're pretty close to there. So
Okay.
I mean, it's only 20 minutes to Alabama. So we're like right on the edge of, we might get a little bit of rain or something if it doesn't keep shifting over this way.
No.
I hope it does not.
The last month I saw it was all going all east up through Atlanta to South Carolina.
Yeah.
If y'all get anything, I'll be just barely rain.
Christopher, I see your eyeball. I'm gonna bring you on. Get straightened out.
All my friends that are, in the path of this thing.
Hello.
Hey, Christopher,
Hello.
we finally got him on.
Hey.
Christopher, we've got Colleen and Richard Johnson, and they make ghost hunting equipment. We'll play
Very
the
cool.
yeah, you
It's
got to
awesome.
see these.
And
Look, look,
Yeah, and we hunt
see
ghosts.
it? And you hunt
Yeah.
ghosts. How long have you guys been a ghost hunter?
I've been 27 years.
Me, it's only
Yeah.
13 years.
Yep.
Well, I can tell you this. I've known Richard for a long, long time.
I'm
He's
sorry.
the first one ever got me into Fort Morgan.
Yep.
And he was kind enough. We've been there like 4 days. Says, man, y'all stink, you need a shower. Follow me. I'm going to take you to the house. He'd let us go to his house and take a shower. There must have been about 30 of us that took a shower at your
Oh,
house.
Lord. They were just lined up. They had the whole ghost hunting crew. Everybody's showering at my house.
Everybody needed some
It was fun,
help
though.
there.
We had a
Get
blast.
it off.
I always think of Richard and I think of him that how kind he was.
Yeah, you used to that when you got 8 kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Line them up. There you go.
And Colleen, I got to say thank you to you because you were the first one that came up there and watched when I spoke, and I appreciate that a lot. You set a trend.
I
Yes.
was the biggest supporter.
Yes, you was. I
Man.
felt so loved up there. Thank you.
When people came and sat down, I was like, look at me, I'm a trendsetter.
You're a trendsetter.
So Joe Smith just posted that the storm is bad. He said he just got called out of that storm and it looks bad. I hope it's not going to be too bad.
It's raining cats and dogs here. It's cold and damp.
It's supposed to be
Cold and damp. It's
there's
hot here.
Going 4 at landfall, 135 to 140 mile an hour wind.
Oh.
Well, lucky
Well, we
for
had
us,
to-
this house has been built
Yeah.
in 1951. It's built with that old timey plaster, when they used to put horsehair in the plaster.
Yeah, our house is
Yeah,
built like
buddy.
a tank.
You can't even put a nail in the wall. You have to use a drill and put screws in the wall to
Nice.
keep something up. So
That's some strong ass shit there.
strong stuff. So yeah.
You know what's really weird, Matriana?
What, baby?
Vaccine I took to I'm no longer arthritic since I took it this afternoon, that Novavax shot.
Yes. That's
I
wonderful,
feel
Christopher.
like I'm a 30-year-old spring chicken again.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful.
I
Christopher
was
was
so
born with a
happy.
lot of trouble. He's got a lot of medical issues. So when he feels good, we all celebrate. It's a big deal.
That's awesome.
Felt so good. I called my home pharmacy. Don't offer a shot, but me and my pharmacist are good friends, so she knows about it.
Oh, I'm
And,
so happy, Christopher.
She was the first person I called. I called Walgreens pharmacy because I know the head pharmacist there. She said that's the best voice I've heard from you in a long time, and I told her
Yes,
why.
you sound very strong. You actually look very spry, very young too. I'm
Looks
so
like,
happy.
Shot.
hey, looks like he lowered him ears a little bit too.
Did you get a haircut, big guy?
Yeah.
How would you like a reading tonight, Christopher?
Yeah, I'd like to know how it
Yeah,
is.
I'll
I
be right
just got that shot and it boosted me, just like giving me a boost of energy.
Yeah, you look like you did when I first met you like 20 years ago. Christopher doesn't get out much. He has an immune issue. It's like a deficiency. How many times have you had COVID,
6 times.
Oh,
The only
See what I
time I
mean?
do, the only time I really don't get is when I take the Novavax shot, but it's so hard to get. So I'm very lucky, but I got it again this time, that shot. That shot makes me feel like $1 million. I'm going to talk to my doctor if I can get it every 2 months for immunocompromised.
I'm so happy. That's just the best news ever.
That's like the best medication I ever took besides Rujaro. Oh, a shot.
You're so cute. All right, so I have a piece of their equipment. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on and see if you will stop every little bit. You ask a question and see if it goes off. And if they start misbehaving because of the spirits here at the house love this thing, I'll just have to cut it off.
Yes, they do.
They are. They love to play. Okay, I'm going to turn it on. All right. It's on. Now let's see what happens. It's already started. I told you, they love this thing.
They do.
Mandy's brother's here.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Well, aren't you happy? This is Christopher and Richard and Colleen and Gwen. Blaine will be back in a minute.
He comes to my house.
Can
He
you
knows
turn
me.
it on? And here, I'm going to put this up. That's me now. That's all me. All right. Okay, wait. Can you wait a minute? See, he's gone now. We'll just have to leave him alone.
When I ask him a question, I'm going to ask him in Old French. You know the language that I'm from?
Bien sûr. Je te comprends.
Questa poema familia maggiore.
You got a good response. He's got his on too, Christopher. He loves this. So you got another one. When we do ghost hunts, a lot of times we'll call Christopher and let him do EVP sessions or REM pod sessions. He gets the most responses.
Both of your radios now won't go. Well, no, now won't be quiet after I ask that.
You've messed it up now. Everybody's going off. So I wanted to tell you a little bit about Ethereal Voices Paranormal.
Yep, here. Put that one
look now. Look at this. These are extremely sensitive. Those of you that really want to have a good experience with equipment. Look, I have a child spirit here. He loves it. It's not daunting. It's not scary. It doesn't confuse them, especially if you're dealing with 18th century, 17th century spirits. This, like what Richard was saying earlier, and his wife also, this is something that they feel comfortable with.
Are you guys okay? Some of my spirits are like 1400s and before.
Oh, yeah. But you have to know that, these are little boxes, little wooden boxes, and they've got the handles and different things. So it even looks like that period to a certain extent. Well, thank you for showing us everything. So these guys you're in Florida, right?
Yeah, Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola. I grew up around Pensacola, actually in Panama City, Florida. I was going back and forth between South Carolina, where I live now, and Panama City. And my dad worked at Silver Springs at Ross Allen's Reptile Institute. Have you ever heard of that with the glass bottom boats over in
I know Silver Springs, but
yeah,
it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Here, let me show you real quick. Oh, that was me. Sorry. Yeah. Here's Daddy, and he's with Ross Allen, and they're milking a rattlesnake. You can tell it's the 70s, right? Dig my daddy's pants. Mm-hmm. And this was our alligator. He ended up being much bigger than that. His name's Ollie, and he was quite the pit. He would take food out of your hand, and he wasn't grumpy because he was getting food. Oh my goodness, this little spirit here is just all excited.
We put one of our REM pod on the rocking chair. Remember we were telling you about Grandma?
Yeah, with the haunted rocking chair. Yeah,
with the green blanket on it. That's the rocking chair.
I see it.
And it's there's nothing on it. Nobody sits on it. The cats don't even sit on it. It has
Somebody's already sitting on it.
Yep.
Yep.
I have my rocking chair. I have my rocking chair right here. Wait a minute, I've knocked milk over. Can you help me, Luna? Go get it, girl. Go get it.
When I clean it, I have to tell her, Grandma, I'm just cleaning it, or I'm just putting this here for a minute. Hold on to this for me, and then she's okay with it.
We'll put boxes. If you set any boxes on it and you get up in the morning, they'll be all on the floor.
Nice. She's like, don't you put that stuff in my chair.
Yeah, that's Grandma's chair. Our house is nuts. I mean, I don't know. Like, we got somebody that likes to cook. So 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Grandma.
I said, come to my house and cook for me.
Everybody say hello to my sister-in-law, Chelsea. Hey, thank you for watching us, Chelsea. We love you. She's going to make me a tomato pie, and everybody should be jealous because that girl can cook. I'm not talking like that's a good thing. No, she's like chef cook.
Right on.
And when she makes
I'm claiming some of that. Yes.
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 Good stuff.
Okay. Why would somebody eat a tomato pie? No.
Oh, well, it sounds like that, but no, it's
like
good.
Tomato gravy.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Let's talk a little bit about that steak we got in Alabama.
Oh, that was the best steak I've had since I was little.
Yes.
$29.99 for a 14-ounce ribeye, 2 sides, and a salad bar. What a deal!
I didn't know we got the salad bar. I didn't know get the salad bar with that. I couldn't have eaten it anyway, but
we split
you're welcome,
one.
Chels. I love you, girl. Yeah, we
That's
split
not
one.
bad for a full course meal.
We had the sweet potatoes with the sugar. Oh, hey, baby!
Look
Look who's got a sweet darling in the house.
Oh,
Hey, Angel, how are you?
This is Adeline. This is
Hello,
our
Madeline.
granddaughter. This is the one that loves to go ghost hunting. So
right on.
Bill.
I love the curly hair. Looks like my daughter's and my granddaughter.
Doesn't it, though? They get it from you. They just locks of curls.
St. John Cemetery?
St. John Cemetery.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yep.
So, Madeline, when you go ghost hunting, are you afraid of the dark?
No.
Do
Good
you have
girl.
a flashlight that you like?
Love it.
Yeah.
So, when you talk to ghosts, is it scary?
No. One time we went there, I think, and we met this ghost called Ronaldo. I was asking him to say something or give us a sign. I said please in the sentence, and he said please too.
Nice.
Oh, that's what you have to do. Yes. See, look, my spirit likes you, Madeline. Did you see that? Would you light it up and say hi to Madeline?
See her REM
Now
pod?
he's gonna act silly now. He's shy, but he's a little boy. Bless his heart. He likes to strew red mud through the house. His little sister used to. I know it. Bless his heart.
That damn little Luther.
Sister's with me now, so
yeah, sister's with you. Mandy's with you. So, would you mind if I send you a copy of my mother's book she wrote called A Haunted Countryside? How old are you, Madeline?
My name is Adeline.
Adeline. So, how old are you?
How old
are you, baby?
I am 7.5.
Okay, so this book is for people between 6 and 10.
That's
and
perfect.
guess what? See, look, he likes that.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's about a brother and sister, and they go ghost hunting.
That's awesome.
I think you'll like it. I think you will.
Adeline,
Yeah.
what is that right there?
What's that?
A REM pod.
That's a REM pod, right?
Who made that?
Raising her right.
Who made that REM pod? Tell him my pawpaw's REM pods are the best.
Tell her.
His REM pods are the best.
They are the best. They definitely look the best.
You can make a commercial like American Carpet.
Yes.
That little girl used to do, open 8 to 8, don't be late. She could say, my pawpaw's REM pods are the best.
There you go.
I love it.
I do
He
too.
likes it too. Look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Is it me? Am I doing this? No. Look. Wait. Was it?
No.
That's not you. He's there.
Lee, I'm looking right at the little boy touching it. So
I thought you might be, but I just want people watching to know what we see
every day.
every day.
Yep.
And you know what? Gwen's like us too. But she's an empath, which means she can feel other people's feelings. You know what that means? That means I can't lie to her.
No.
I'm not a good liar anyway. Look, you think that's funny, don't you?
Yeah,
Look at you. He thinks it's funny.
He's cackling.
I do.
I'm not really a liar. I like to hide things from people. I'm real kind of shy about some things. He thinks it's funny. See this?
Hilarious.
He's a sweet boy.
Oh, people say that about me. They can't lie when I'm around.
Yes, I know. People tell you everything. See, he's agreeing. He's known you. You've done EVP sessions with him.
Yeah.
You did them with Elijah when he was about 8, because he got a bad note sent home from school because he saw a little boy's ghost at school. So I drove his little tail over to the school, made him knock on the school door, and we told the spirit to come out, and we took him to the house and sat them both down. And we sure did. And I said, you can stay here. You don't have to go to the school, but you're going to have to act right. And that's when the red mud started.
And I sung a song to the spirit. Remember, it goes "Spankle, Spankle, Little Star."
Yes. Well, he's going to play with this now, so we're going to just let him have a little bit of fun. I'll turn it off in a minute, but he's having so much fun, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, so Blaine, let's do some readings.
All right, who are we doing for tonight?
Let's go with Richard. We'll do Richard and then Well, you want to do the baby first?
Yeah, let's do the baby first.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, hey, wait. Put it down.
Put it down. You're very proud of Papa.
I like that one too.
We're talking about you, cutie.
Look at those curls. Aren't they beautiful?
They're a nightmare to keep from being all bunched up and.
For God's sakes, don't put a brush in it. She'll go like a Q-tip. Poof. Gwen's like that. She's got some serious curls, and when
my daughter is too, and I just use the big combs on her.
If you straighten it, it goes past her butt.
Oh, wow!
And then 20 minutes later, whew.
Yeah, humidity.
Do I know? I got 2 little girls like that, a daughter and a granddaughter that's got the same curly hair. I know.
And his granddaughter's got long black hair, and sometimes she puts different colors in it, and it looks so pretty. He's got 2 of the prettiest girls I've ever seen.
Thank you, baby.
And I mean that. They know I mean it.
Oh, they love their Aunt Lee. So.
Yeah. Look, he's like, yeah, they're pretty. Oh, my goodness. There we go. I have my little wine cabinet. It's just a little bit right there. But right up under that is the little Quaker rocking chair. It's the kind that whenever you're sewing, so you can sit close to the floor and get the thread or the yarn or whatever, and you can work out of your basket back and forth. And a lady that Gwen met online said that, baby, I'm just going to have to cut this off. You're irritating me. Oh, bless his heart. He's all
Hey, we
excited.
know it works.
Yes, it works. So, and that had to be a paranormal situation because I wasn't doing it. I don't have anything around that would have set it off. So, yeah. But anyway, what was I talking about?
We're going to do a reading for the granddaughter first.
Yes.
Yes.
And what I've got for her, this is what I'm being told about her, that she has gifts beyond her knowledge. And
absolutely.
She is very gifted. And just let you know.
Like the other years.
Yeah. And let me tell you this. I'm being told that you have nothing to worry about because the protection you have around you is better than Fort Knox. So you've got good protection around you. You should be able to hear ghosts and see ghosts soon if you haven't already. You will be able to pick up on energy soon. You can walk into a room and tell what's going on. And you're another one that won't be able to lie to you because you'll pick it up before they even get the second word out of their mouth. Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, huh?
I like that.
I do too.
I like that. That's like a super gift.
Yeah, it is.
I like that. Well, I've pulled 2 cards for you, sweet girl. because I wanted to make sure that I gave you as much as I possibly could. I had gifted children that are they were not just smart, but spiritually gifted. And so I wanted to make sure. Okay, that makes complete sense. Okay, so your first card,
What is it?
see the sun? The sun rises in the east and sets in the west, but this is the south card where you can see the sun straight up. And this is about sunshine and laughter and love. All you need and all you want. Okay, this is a sign of good luck. Everything is possible with you as long as you're passionate. Means if you want to do something really, really, really in your heart, you want to do something and learn something and try out for something, or do something new. If you put your mind to it, you'll be able to do it. And you're going to have lots of good luck. And the hard work that you do is going to pay off.
Oh, yeah.
And it also means that this next card is going to be really special too. You can almost have too much of a good thing. So you're going to have to make sure that you're managing yourself, because it's going to be hard sometimes to make everybody happy that comes along, because people are really going to love you. That card is going to go all the way across your life. I mean, I see happiness and, she will have ability to help people heal. And I think she's getting that from her grandma. So just remember that in the South, there's a lot of abundance, a lot of happiness, a lot of love. And your hard work will pay off, and you will reap rewards, kind of like having the Midas touch.
Yeah.
I'm happy to speak this over you guys. So here's the little poem for you. Ignite your passion and let it grow. So much waits for you, just all your needs can now be met. 'Tis only greed that poses a threat. So don't want too much that you can't take care of, okay?
Okay.
And you just be a good little girl like you are, and you're going to be a very happy lady. The next one is called this. See, I'm a shaman, just like Native Americans. You've seen Native Americans on TV. Well, I use a rattle. And let me tell you what this does. This is what Blaine does. This is what I do, and it's extremely important. So there's a such thing as ghosts, right? Different spirits. Is that right?
She said, there's such thing as ghosts, right?
Right.
Okay. Well, sometimes you get energy, sometimes you get ghosts, and sometimes you get it all at once, and it's all up in your face. Kind of like, have you ever been around puppies and they're all up in your face and you're pushing one away and here comes another and here comes another? Has that ever driven you crazy?
Yeah, we already have one.
For me too.
Yes. Well, what that means that you can become overloaded, meaning that so much can get in your face, and you don't want that. That's a bad feeling, because when you get overwhelmed, sometimes you don't know what to do next, right? I'm going to give you the poem that comes in the book too. When a shaman uses a rattle, and this is just like a baby rattle, what it does is it takes the energy from the shaman, and when they rattle it and it goes tick, 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 it's interrupting all the energy around them. So if all this is in their face and it's all negative or all positive or everybody wanting something, if they shake their rattle, that means they're busting up all the stuff around them and like, nope, 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 not today. Get behind me. I don't need your help right now. I don't have time for your questions. And then you get your energy back. So don't allow yourself to get too upset, because you're going to have a gift of being able to not get upset and be able to think. You would be a fantastic doctor or nurse or judge. You're going to have quite a gift, young lady. I didn't know this was going to be this intense. I wouldn't have done it just like this, but just remember, you're going to have a good heart, a really good heart.
It already does.
Yes, but you'll also know when somebody's doing something bad, and you're going to say, no, 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 you're being bad. And you'll be able to stop it. I'm so proud of you to have such a happy life and to be so strong. All the good things for you. Woo! All the good things for my girl. Woo! Just like Blaine said, it's just a little more detail like mommy would, and grandma would give you. Just a little bit more. What a sweet reading. Oh my God, so many wonderful things.
That's great reading. I suspected it for a long time with her.
Yeah.
Ever since she was a baby, she was talking up in the corner, laughing.
Yep. She'll be able to see it, and I'm glad, because she's going to be a little bit like with Blaine and actually Gwen and myself. We all do this. I think y'all know it because we were beside each other for 2 days and we had equipment out. So basically, we investigated for 2 days straight because things were, my signs were collapsing and doing all kinds of stuff, trying to get Gwen's attention. I go over there to you, stuff's going off, and we're trying to talk, and the things are going off. So
I had one at the snack bar.
Yeah,
snack bar went bam.
I look at it as like when we were all together at the Paragon. Sometimes things like that, I think, happen for a reason.
Yes.
Like it being that slow. I think it was just because everybody got to just kind of talk to each other between all of us, vendors. Everybody got to kind of like hang out, which you normally don't get to do. Normally it's like go back to the hotel, come back, go home. So we all got to hang out, and it was
it was 2 years ago.
It was great.
It was rough 2 years ago because Maria Player and I were hoping to spend some time together, and she came all that way from Pennsylvania to Ozark, Alabama, and we didn't get to talk. There was no talking. It was work, run to the bathroom, work, try to get a bite to eat. And I love meeting people, and I love giving them, information, or just giving people a hug, or if I get a reading, I like to say it. So, I have to turn it on and I'm listening for people because you need to know stuff.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you'd like to just have a second and kind of like cut the light out a minute. Nobody's home, and be with people you care about. So when I spoke, I don't know if you guys heard it because it was kind of loud, but I said, this is a time for all of us to enjoy being together. This is a gift, whether we realize it or not.
Oh, yeah, it's a big gift.
Yeah, I loved it. And I pray that Teresa and Stan has a great Paracon, and that it's everything financially that they're looking for too. So maybe next year will be a little different. This was an election year right in the middle of a storm, and here we are dealing with the storm now.
Mm-hmm. And was playing, and there was all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, went in their football game.
I've binge watched Repossessed probably 7 times. Like I've watched it over and over and over.
More love. All right, well, I can promise you that if we get a season 2, your equipment's going with me.
Oh, that's awesome.
There you go.
Yes. I won't probably use it. Mo will probably use it, but I've already sent videos of the equipment to him, and I know what he's going to want. He's going to want me to mail mine to him, and and give a shout out. But he ain't getting my girl.
But it was funny because I told him, I said, it's like I've known Lee forever. Like forever. Like from the time I met you, it was like, we were sisters from another mister. And it's funny. And then when they started playing your show, I was like, oh, that's where I know her from. And I just we were just sitting there laughing and giggling.
Because she was looking, when you seen her, she was over there at her feet in the chair, and she's watching it. Then she looked at me, and she was looking at you, and she was like, wait.
I saw her. She said, I didn't know that was you. You said, I didn't know that was her. And I like to think it's because I've lost weight. I've lost over 35 pounds since the show. So if I get a season, it was for health reasons, and I did lose my mom, so that didn't help. But I've got good friends like Blaine and Gwen that call me, have you eaten? Have you eaten, or what are you doing? All right. Let's go get something to eat. Yep.
Yes, people are asking about prices. So how much is your steampunk REM pod?
That's the large.
Yeah, ones like those are.
Oh, wait, here's the other large.
Oh, Mike.
what was they? I think they're 80.
these are 85.
They were, the big ones that's like this size. These
Yeah,
are,
that's what I got.
yeah. These are 85. And then the
These are
smaller,
the medium. These were 75.
the smaller one compared to it is a little bit smaller.
Yeah,
They're 75, and then the small ones are 65.
Right on. Not a bad price.
How about the doll one?
The doll heads are more expensive because they're one of a kind. They're, and I can only make them at certain times of the year. So the all the parts are just hard to find for them. They,
like this one's 100.
Yeah.
Okay. So the large steampunk is 85. The medium steampunk was what?
75.
75. And then you have a small one.
65.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got the
Here, let me see that.
what is that thing called? Spectral.
Mm-hmm.
And this one's probably, I don't know if I'll ever be able to make one of these exactly the same again. So this is kind of a one of a kind deal here.
Nice.
This one's 125. And,
so just the head was how much?
This one was 100, and the bigger one. How much was the bigger one?
It's 100 too.
That one's also 100.
Yeah, the doll heads like these are 100. This one's 125, but this is kind of, if you buy this one, there probably won't be another one like this. It'll be something different next time.
Yeah.
Because I try to do one that's just odd. So nobody else will ever have it.
So that's what I like. I like the weird, strange, and odd.
Yeah. So if you get like this one, then nobody else will ever have one.
Nice.
I'll never make another one just like this. So
that is with the hand. All right,
Yeah.
so I just sent that out. So everybody watching it, remember that this is live, but we do play on demand as well.
Sure.
So I'll put these prices. It's in the comments. So I'll go back and put it in your. Oh, cool.
Yeah, you can pause.
All right, so I would really enjoy the look of the one with the key because I used to collect keys like that. Isn't it the truth? Those
skeleton
keys.
I love them.
Yes, me too. Something magical about them.
And that was kind of
I saw a bunch at
that was kind of a signature, like on a bunch of them was like this one has a key. It's a different key. All of them, I think most of them had a key. There's a couple that don't. But I don't know. I thought the keys were cool. And it's something like it's a key to open, whatever.
Is there a key on this?
A key between the dimensions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a key on the top of this one. I don't know if it's
nice.
I love that. Now I also have your. Thank you, Gwen. That was smart. I have the music box. Yes. So I have the she's the other half of my brain. The music box one, but that is packed up in my storage for ghost hunting.
That was the only music box we had brought with us too.
And I love that thing.
And it's and like that one, it's very, very, very sensitive. The room, you don't need any light. It can be pitch black. Any movement, it'll pick it up.
Nice.
So that's what I love about it.
In total darkness. It has it's a IR motion detector. So it works in pitch dark.
Nice.
And like I said, you can with the cord that comes with it, plug it into your laptop. You can it's almost like a like a zip drive or a flash drive. So you can like delete the music that's on there and put something else on there. You can put whatever you want.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there's a cord.
You can put the music onto that music box.
So you take your cell phone and hook it up.
When you get a regular one with a little music box on it, it plays one tune. That's it.
Yeah.
These you can change the music, so you can put AC/DC on there if you wanted
to.
Nice.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Whatever you want, you could put like a waltz kind of music.
That's what I was thinking. If we're going to when we go to Tombstone, we could put some, like saloon type music back in the day. Because we have been invited to go to Tombstone.
You can put it for you can change your music box to wherever to fit where you're investigating.
That's badass.
All right, Richard. Okay, Blaine. Two card.
Let me do Richard real quick.
Now, Gwen, this time you've got to get used to it. This time, if you have something you pick up on, I'm going to ask you to say it before I do my cards. I'm going to go ahead and pull them. But Blaine and I are, you see what I'm saying? This is your first time I've asked. Let's see how it goes.
He's going to say you got gas.
You got gas. But we knew that already. We didn't need the cards. No, I'm kidding. My dog is like that.
Luna's
Lord.
Art Factory.
Yes.
No, Richard, what I see for you, brother, is you haven't even reached your limit of the stuff you're about to make. You're about to the stuff you're making now is phenomenal. But what you've got coming up, dude, is going to blow people out of the water. They're going to be wanting these things like hotcakes.
I hope so.
No, I know so. Yeah, I know so. Because your limit is not even to the tip top of where you're going to reach on this new equipment, man. And the fact that you're making it all by hand and using woodworking to do it, now you're putting the energy of not only yourself, but the wood and everything that's ever been around that wood. And it's going to be phenomenal, the stuff that you're going to make with it, dude. Watch.
That's so cool. All right, Gwen, what about you?
Actually, I see a piece of equipment he's going to do.
You
do?
I'll
have to talk to him. Yeah, I see it in my head right now. I'll talk to you, Richard. I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Okay. So what I picked for you, and I was going over them in my head, and I've got the poems that go with it because I love those so much. The first one is the drum.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
What is it?
He's got one.
Oh, he's got a drum?
I bought him a drum for Christmas.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's what it means then, yes.
Yeah.
So this is connected to your drum. Now, let me tell you. Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yep.
You can use that drum in investigations.
Yes, you
it
can.
resonates. It will resonate. Look how beautiful it is.
Oh, that is gorgeous.
With the energy of the location you're in, and it will also quieten it. Quieting. Jeez, Louise, make it quiet where you are. Jeez, my tongue tangling is bad. So there's ancient rituals and ceremonies and messages that are interdimensional that a drum signifies and does. The different heartbeats of the earth is symbolized by a drum. So the drum, like even in the Bible in Exodus, there's a passage about Miriam, and she was a prophetess, another tongue tangler, of course, and she played a handheld drum, and also a tambourine, and she crossed the Red Sea. She rattled her little cage, her little thingy, all the way across to keep the energy high. So I want you to know that is a bit your job. No matter how the circumstance falls, people look to you in order to raise the energy. It doesn't matter whether you're doing something physically or not. You being there, your knowledge, they tap into you and your willpower and your strength. So, I also want you to know that you're going to have some memories of your past lives. You've had fragments, but there's going to be more. So just relax, enjoy the ride. And if you have any questions or, like reoccurring dreams or just memories, deja vu, reach out to Blaine and myself. Hey, Vicki, thank you for watching, my love. She's so sweet. That's our publisher.
Yep. Big
I'll
guy.
be back in a minute. I need to mute. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. So the drum speaks, and this is the poem. Pray with me before we start. We'll journey deep into your heart, invoking trance and awaking the soul. We drum as one until we're whole. So see how that's given you a healing ability too. Spiritually, you're connecting everyone. So it's a very powerful thing. Now, this one is even better. This is offerings, and offerings means wealth, brother. It means money. Now, money doesn't come like in coins and bills, although was it an OnlyFans page might be, but don't do that. No, only members only or whatever it is. I don't remember, but OnlyFans. Okay, well, I'm thinking members only, like those old jackets back in the 80s. I'm in the wrong era.
You might still have one
messed up. But just remember that offerings and money come in many things. It's not just coins and bills. It can be love. It can be food. It can be happiness and joy. People all gathering together and you being able to give a little piece of yourself to teach these people. Whatever you give is greater when it's infused with gratitude.
Yep.
And it also blesses the giver if it's given in a sincerity. So there's going to be some really cool things. And I do think this also includes the equipment that you guys are building, because there's going to be so many spiritual awakenings that happen with your equipment that for many people, I mean, that would be a great, if you could only talk to the people that have purchased your equipment at some time or another and listen to their stories. I feel like it would be so mesmerizing for everybody should know about those things, because I sat in here and talked with my family. I sat in here and talked to this little child just now. People should let you know what they're experiencing with your equipment. Oh, wait, that would be a good show, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Richard. Yes, that's coming, by the way. Yes.
Yes, I think that would be good.
A young girl who bought one of our REM pods.
Who did?
There was a young girl at Paracon who bought one of our REM pods, and she was fixing to go and do an investigation or an event at Fort Morgan, which was investigated for over 20 years. And I told him, I wonder if the ghosts are going to recognize your energy on it when she brings it, because that would be so neat. If
they will. I can tell you, because as many times as me and Richard have been to Fort Morgan, they know us there very well. So they'll know his energy, and I guarantee you that they'll probably ask for Richard at Fort Morgan.
I've been on investigations and ghosts have said Blaine.
I know.
I'm in another country and they say Blaine. Yeah. I'm sorry, Richard.
At Fort Morgan one time, and we were getting ready to go in to walk through the tunnel, and I'm walking down through the tunnel, and of course we've been there, God, hundreds and hundreds of times.
Yeah.
So we're walking through, and I'm just talking away, and when we get into the right where you go into, right before you go into the fort, on the left side there's a room, and on the right side there's a room.
Yep.
And from the left side you hear this voice out loud, and he just goes, "Oh, not you."
Yeah. Oh, Richard, I got one better for you. Going through that same tunnel, I heard a carriage and horses come through there, and I hear the guy go, "Move the F out of the way, Blaine."
Oh my God. So there is a Fort Morgan in Alabama.
Yeah.
That's it, right? Gulf Shores.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
I want to go.
I would love to investigate Fort Morgan with the 5 of us. That would be so awesome.
Oh my God.
Let's do it.
That would be awesome. Let's do
it.
Oh
my God.
Get in the car.
Let's
go
get
Casper. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, that's my car. That's my car, Casper.
Hey, Richard,
I'm going to be.
Can I tell you one thing?
Well, I don't think either one of y'all have been there. So
I've never been, and I want to go.
It is so active.
Hey, Richard, we got
years and years and years to get these networks to tell them, say, look, you need to go check this place out.
Yes.
Because They all want to be up north in Pennsylvania and all over here.
Dude.
Let me tell you, this place, when Expedition X went there, they used the picture that I took.
Yes, they did.
Fort Morgan as a base of their investigation. They actually captured an apparition walking across the hallway.
Full body apparition.
And yeah, so I mean, I have seen 3 full body apparitions there. Down, you could tell that they were Union soldiers. You could see their uniform. That's clear.
I'm bringing my Civil War stuff as trigger items.
We brought our kids there, and we went into where the Blaine, you'll know where the Boy Scouts used to sleep. Bunks, and on the far wall was the fireplace.
My favorite spot over there.
Walked in. My son said he saw someone crouched in the fireplace. My son, Addie's dad, is the one that used to see the Sparkle Man in the house. Remember,
Sparkle Man. Oh, I love that. So, Vicky, you and your wife should come. See, she's back in. They would be great. They would love it.
He saw that, so he was trying to get out of there. Well, our middle daughter was going in, and she's like, "There's nothing here. There's nothing here." She got scratched down her back, under her bra strap, straight down her back.
That was the wrong thing to say.
And he said as they were running out of the room, he heard knock, 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 knock on all of the bunk beds as they were running out of the room.
Oh yeah, the best.
Oh my gosh!
The best thing I ever caught there. All right, you guys know when you go the far back, as far as you go back on the old caissons over there, as far as you go there. Well, we were sitting there, and I said, at one time this used to be like a school.
Okay. Come on in, babies.
Hey, he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Hey, wait a minute. Vicky's asking about where is Fort Morgan. I think she missed part of that. That's in Alabama, right? Gulf Shores.
Yeah.
Now, don't think when you get to Gulf Shores that you're close.
No.
And it has its own road. It's called Fort Morgan Road.
And
but
you
on Fort Morgan Road, it's 27 miles.
I was gonna say it's a heap down there because you're like, God, ever end.
It's the end of the road.
But yeah, it's definitely when it says end of the road, it's the end of the road.
But it's
you got 2 choices: go to the fort or get on the
good. EVPs are going to be real. Anything with a REM pod is going to be real.
Yes.
I gotta go. Let's look at November. Let's look at November.
A lot of EVPs, and
there you are, Richard. Those are your cards. I'm putting it up here so that if you look at this again, you'll know what I chose for you.
Yeah.
Okay,
well,
sorry.
Richard, I've got audio and video of a baby crying because I said, look, this used to be an old nursery and a school, and like on cue, it was like, I was like, oh, that's so freaking cool.
That is cool.
I had people from like Ohio. I had people that were seasoned investigators got scared and ran, and I'm like, that was a baby crying. That was a baby crying. That was badass.
But that was like they know about Fort Morgan. Yeah. They said over 1,000 deaths at Fort Morgan.
Oh, easy.
Before Fort Morgan, there was Fort Boyer that was there.
Yep.
Same place. And it was built by the Spanish.
Yep. Let's see what the Spanish had.
French had it. Native Americans.
I got to mute. I've got to sneeze. I'm sorry.
I found pottery, pieces of pottery, all kinds of stuff down there. So I mean, it's the history down there is just so.
Dude, it's amazing. I mean, we've got soldiers from the Spanish era, from the French era, from Native Americans there. And I got to give you one of the funniest stories that ever happened at Fort Morgan, man.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know where that newer section is. They built like at World War I toward the front. As you're walking through, it's like to the caissson and go straight through. Yeah. We were in one of those rooms, and we were doing a ghost box session. And this cockroach decided it was going to be Mr. Speed Racer and chase all the females out.
Oh,
I never laughed so hard. We had it on video, and I lost the video. I'd love to show you because I just sit still. The roach never comes near me. It chased every female out of the room.
I wouldn't be running from it. I turned into one of those da 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 da. I go fast feet. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
Well, it's the first place I ever I've never claimed to be psychic or far from it, but that's the first place that ever the weirdest thing I channeled something. Yeah. And for 2 hours, I walked around in complete darkness and people were following me around. They said, dude, you were talking to people that weren't there. And I don't remember any of it. All I remember is waking up on the ground and everybody's around me. Bye, baby. I love you.
I know you too. Bye.
Bye, baby.
Bye. Tell her I gotta go home.
Yeah. No, Richard, I was in there one night, and you know how they got some of the caisson blocked off because it's got fallen stuff down?
Yeah.
I found myself behind one of those barriers one night, and I walked probably 20, 30 foot back, and I couldn't walk no further. And I didn't even remember going back there. But I was I was following somebody, and I was having a full conversation with them. And like you, I don't remember a damn thing about it.
The place is, I'm telling you, if you go there and you ain't never been there, I had a couple of guys that told me, oh, yeah, whatever, man, whatever. So I was like, okay, we're going.
Oh, dude.
So I took these dudes and they're Mr. Big Stuff, coming down. Now, when you walk in, they have the main tunnel. Straight ahead of you, there's that part you were talking about. And on the front of it, on the front of that concrete part, there's two big giant black doors.
Yep.
They're walking down through the tunnel and they're like, yeah, man, this crap, there ain't no such thing as ghosts, all this. And said, we're not even scared. Both those doors slammed closed. Bam! It was so loud. And I looked around and they were gone.
It happened to us at Sloss Furnaces. I had this guy that played football at Bama, one played at Auburn. And Leo know this story. And we're just sitting there, dude. And I ain't scared of shit. You're not gonna get me. And something touched the back of his neck, dude. And I thought it was a little girl screaming. That it touched the other dude. Well, what are you being a little bitch for? And it touched him, and he lost his mind. And her 8-9-year-old son said, "Stand behind me, I'll protect you." I'm dying laughing.
And they have him by the collar, going, "Okay, little man, we're counting on you." and Blaine's like, "That's my nephew." It was so funny, y'all. It was so funny.
Some places here that I know y'all would love. There's, because Fort Morgan's awesome, and there's a house in Mobile. It's called Richard's Dar House. It's a
I want to go there.
Museum. It's an antebellum house, but they use it for weddings, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But the lady that runs it loves paranormal stuff. So
right on. We need to step that up, Richard.
Sure, But there's a little girl that's in that house, and so many EVPs. We've gotten her singing happy birthday, the entire song.
Bless her heart.
I was sitting in a room upstairs and I was like, okay, I'm going to move and go to a different room. And right after I said that on the recording, she said, don't leave me.
Yeah, I believe it.
You'll hear her call Daddy. She'll say, Daddy, Daddy. You hear her all the time.
See, that's the kind I'd be like, come on, baby, let's go home. Come on, baby, we'll go home.
And the lady that works there, she will tell you straight when you start, you do not do any kind of cleansing, nothing. We love our ghosts.
That's so sweet. I get in trouble. Yeah. I get in trouble because I'd be wanting to bring them home.
I'll be like,
like you need any more.
Well, that's their house. That was the family that lived in that house that built it. They're the ones up there. So, But
so people are showing interest in going to Fort Morgan in November. I thought maybe November would be good because it's not going to be so blasted hot. It'll be after Halloween and it's Christmas.
They don't make enough off to go in the summertime.
Dude, that's the damn truth.
I've been to places like Edisto Beach in the summer, and I literally, when I got near the swamp areas, I have never experienced mosquitoes like that. So yeah.
Dude,
off. You have to bathe in it.
Fort Rucker, not only we got mosquitoes, you got sand fleas everywhere. You got ticks there.
Yes.
You got every kind of sand fleas, every kind of biting bug, spiders, snakes, anything you want that can bite you.
I forgot you went to Fort Eustis, darling.
You want to do Fort Morgan when it's cold because
yeah, dude.
You can literally like walk right now today. Go down there right now and walk through there. And it's weird because if you're inside, you're fine.
Yep.
If you walk around and it's all open. I mean, there's there's no nothing stopping the mosquitoes from coming inside. But for some reason, it's like if you're inside, you're okay. If you walk outside, you can feel them hitting you.
So
what is the charge to go through there? How much do they charge to go through there?
$500
each
for 6 hours.
To rent it to do an investigation. You get it from
6 to midnight.
6 to midnight, and it's $500. So how much does it cost just to go in just to visit?
If you just go like on a day trip, I don't know, it's like so much a person, like maybe $10 a person or something.
Oh, they're charging now? They used to let you just walk in for free.
Nope. They charge you at the gate now.
Welcome to capitalism.
That's right. The state don't own it anymore. So.
The law of supply and demand.
That's like the lighthouse on NAS. You used to be able to just go and walk through the lighthouse, and now they charge you to go to the lighthouse
because it's haunted. Yeah, so it's getting that way where a lot of places are like that, and it's just too much. Yeah.
St. Augustine is so. But I'm going to hop off here and let Blaine and Gwen and Chris. I hope Chris can come back. He's been crashing and doing all kinds of stuff. But I'm going to go because the storm's coming our way, and I'm trying to secure things on the porch with my husband. And we're moving cars out from under the tree. Yeah. So I talked to Blaine before I started the show, letting him know he was going to have to finish up. So I love you guys. Please come back.
We love you too.
Yep. Talk to you soon. And, let's work things out. Those of you watching, just know that you'll be able to see more with EVP Paranormal and Equipment. Because buy the equipment, you might be on the show. We never know. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, Lee. But yeah, Richard, one of the things I love about Morgan, man, because it's a historical place, and there's so much that's went on in that place. And every place of the fort you go to, you can get stuff in. If you go to the newer sections that they built up, you get something. If you go up there, like when you first walk in, that upper layer that's over there to the right. I know there was a soldier that was killed in a training accident. They was firing off cannons, and the cannon exploded and ripped him in like 3 pieces. We got him to come through one night over there. It was pretty badass. He was telling me, he says, like, I was doing my job, and the next thing I know, boom, I'm dead. I'm like, dude, that's pretty cool. And people that don't know that Geronimo was held there for a while.
Yeah, before they brought him to wherever they took him down here in Florida somewhere.
Yeah, they took him down to another prison in Florida, but he stayed probably about 5 or 6 months at Morgan.
At Fort Morgan.
We've got him to come
there to Fort Pickens.
Fort Pickens, that's right.
And then they took him from Fort Pickens to wherever he stayed after. But he was at Fort Morgan and Fort Pickens.
Yeah.
And
sure was.
So, but the history over there, like Fort Boyer, it's hard to find anything about Fort Boyer or what happened there. There's really no written records other than it was there. So it's just like at Fort Morgan was the first death in the Civil War.
Yeah, it sure was.
A priest drowned. He went swimming and drowned. He was the first official death of the Civil War.
Oh my goodness.
Richard, on the anniversary of when the Northern started bombarding it again, we were there a night an anniversary night, and dude, we heard cannon fire. Nothing out there was making no booms, but this thing was making cannon fire. We were hearing ricochets off of small arms fire or bullets hitting off the side of the fort, and finding pieces of lead right by where you heard it hit. which I thought was pretty cool. Still got a couple of balls of that.
You can hear cannons firing.
Yeah.
Hear bells. We hear bells. You can hear like ship bells, and there's no ship.
Yeah. There's nothing out there.
There's
something you see.
There, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people know, like when they hear it, look in history books, they hear damn the torpedoes are full speed ahead. That was Farragut. Battle of Mobile Bay. So, that happened right there.
Right there.
All this stuff,
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's an awesome
place. I just
I can't wait.
I can't.
Alabama.
Yeah, I just hate you can't stay. Yeah, I can't. I just hate you can't stay overnight anymore because we've got so much stuff there, like any time of the day. But the longer you stay, there's a couple of spirits in that back part of the fort that like attention, that like talking. But I'll tell you something that happened to me over there that I've never had happen since. We were in, the very back part past where the Boy Scout camp is. If you go to the side on the left, we were doing a ghost box session, dude, and it completely went silent. Nothing come through for like 15 minutes. So I moved from that side to the far right side, or if you're facing back toward the entrance, toward the left side. Mm-hmm. It finally started talking again after we moved 20 minutes later. I've never had a ghost box not do anything for 20 minutes like that before until there.
Yeah, it's something. I'm gonna say I don't think that I've ever went to Fort Morgan and something didn't happen.
I'm with you on that one.
I mean, it's always been some type of activity, whether it's EVPs. Some nights, and I don't know if it has something to do with like weather, the atmosphere, whatever, but it just seems like some nights it's like EVPs, you get them.
Yep.
Some nights it's sounds. It varies. So, I mean, it could have something to do with weather, with, whatever. I don't know, but
Have you went on a full moon?
Oh, yeah, many times.
Have you? Cool.
And it's cool. When the moon's full and it's like super, super bright.
Yeah.
And you don't have to turn on any kind of lights or anything. And it looks so cool in the dark.
Yep.
The moon. And you see it really well. I mean,
which is great because normally, you have paranormal investigators with a flashlight going through this completely pitch black fort, right?
Yep.
Going through tunnels that you can't see your hand in front of your face. No, not Mr. Johnson. Mr. Johnson is walking in the pitch black, and I keep waiting for him to either fall on his face or walk into a wall. He's just on his way through the pitch black. I'm the one with the flashlight behind him. He's like, "You got a flashlight, you're behind me." Because he does not use flashlights when he investigates. He just walks through the pitch black.
Well, if you've been there much times, okay, I got to turn left here. There's a light right here. Go back left here. You've done it so many times, you know exactly where you're going.
No.
Hey, Joe is asking, do y'all normally have somebody sit in the chair behind y'all?
No,
that's Grandma.
That chair.
That's Grandma.
That's Grandma's chair.
She's been there the whole
I think
show.
he missed that part.
I got the chair from a girl I saw it on Facebook and she was giving it away. So I went over there and something's got to be wrong with the chair. You know, maybe it needs some repair or something.
It was her mother's chair.
The chair's over 100 years old.
Right on.
But it looks brand new.
It's been well taken care of. It's oak. It's an oak rocking chair. So it is built
solid. Then,
it's heavy, but never can, that's all we're allowed to put on it is a blanket. We can put a blanket on the back and you put boxes in it. You leave, you come back, they're on the floor.
Like I said, we've got 2 cats. The cats don't even sit in it.
Yeah, and cats will sit on anything.
We have 17 children. Yeah. The grandchildren don't even sit in it. Like, nobody sits in that
everybody
chair.
just looks at it like it's got the cooties or something, But
we show her respect. We talk to her.
Yes.
If I have to clean the chair, I tell Grandma, it'll just be a minute. Let me clean your chair. Is that better? Do you like, if I have to move the chair, I tell her, I'm just going to vacuum under it so you don't have dust bunnies, and move it back. It was over here for a little while, but she likes that corner because she can see the whole room. And she's
that's what you like.
So.
Is that the cushion that was with her, or did you add that one? Or it's a blanket?
It's a blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just put a blanket over the back of it.
Oh, she likes that now.
Grandma
Okay.
likes so.
But yeah,
Yes.
she and ever since we got it though, like when we moved into this house, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and it's strong. It's so strong it wakes you up.
She's
You'll wake up and you're like,
let me tell you, that
you
woman
just smell food, and I'm like, who's cooking? And I'll reach over like and feel and see if she's still in bed, like if she's cooking breakfast or something,
like I'm bacon, cook you breakfast.
Bacon, biscuit, like a whole big breakfast is cooking. And I'm like, get up, come in here, and then I'm like, oh man.
It's not real there.
And then the smell's still in there too. Oh,
You have to make biscuits.
Yeah.
I've got one in my house that likes to bake pies and cakes.
Now I'll bake. Like when we went to Paracon, I had baked a pumpkin cake.
We had pumpkin cake in our room.
I served it to all the people who were working there at the hotel. We were getting pieces of pumpkin cake. We had a whole pumpkin cake in our hotel room. I baked biscuits. That is beyond my know-how.
I make biscuits.
I know how to make biscuits.
Mine are not good.
Our kids, we have one of our children is a pastry chef. And so they're like, you're not supposed to do it that way, and it works.
Why are you not measuring anything?
Why are you not measuring and weighing your flour? And I'm like, look,
who measures?
You put flour in a bowl, make a hole in it. You scoop some grease or whatever you're going to use, put it in the middle, a little buttermilk, an egg if you want it.
Yep.
Start making biscuits, a little bit of, salt and baking powder and make biscuits. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Do you make the ones they used to call cat head biscuits, the huge ones?
I make them big.
That's the best biscuits, the cat head biscuits.
Yes, they are.
Biscuits and gravy for breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
But Grandma must
you're making me hungry.
Grandma must know what he
likes.
likes.
I tell you, it's weird the things that happen in this house.
Yeah. Shadows, like Addie was in the tub, and the bathroom is right there, and our bedroom's across from it. And she was in the tub, and the door's open because she's 7, you don't want her drowning. And look, Joe's gonna come down for some biscuits. REM pods and biscuits. Johnson's REM pods and biscuits. There you go.
That's right.
There you go.
Hey, that's what y'all do, Richard.
She was in the tub.
Make a batch of biscuits and sell them with your REM pod.
Yeah, REM pod.
She said,
hey, you order a REM pod? I'll send you a dozen biscuits.
Yeah,
she was in the tub. Mima. And I said, what? And she goes, can you close the bathroom door? And I said, well, okay, you want some privacy? She goes, no, I'm getting tired of watching the shadows moving back and forth. I'm like, how about I close my bedroom door then? And I close the bedroom door. You'll see the shadows out of your side eye. You'll see the shadows.
Yeah. I've been watching them behind you the whole show.
My dad's here, so he pops in and out. He comes.
You got ones that just open the door.
Specific things. I'll tell my dad. I say, okay, look, when you come, like behind me, up there on that shelf, it's the last thing he gave me. I went to work for him, and he gave me a paper bag, and he said, here, there's some couple of books, and I put you some money in there for working.
Aw.
Yeah, this is funny.
I'll show you the money he gave me.
Tell you there's something nearby because my hair is standing on end.
Dad.
Yeah, Colleen, you've probably got about 7 of them behind you right now.
I believe it. I got lots of family.
He said, I put some money in the bag for you for helping me today. And I was like, oh, cool, boy. Thanks.
Aw.
Nice.
It's a jar of ground up money.
That's too funny.
Okay, well, I have this that came with it. So it's like the little tag for it. It says the money jar. So when I set it up there, I lean this against here. Okay. And I'll tell him, I say, Dad, when you're around, I said, knock this over. I said, but everybody says, well, it's leaning against it. I said, it never goes this way. It falls forward.
Yep.
It's, you would think it would slide down and land like that. If it was leaning against it, it would fall this way. It goes forward. I'll tell him, lean it, just flip it forward.
Yep.
So some mornings I'll get up and it'll be laying forward. And I know he was here.
Yep.
So.
Oh, he's got ghosts following him all the time. He's got a little blonde haired girl that's been following him for a couple lifetimes.
Oh yeah. You're talking about that cute little girl named Katie that loves Huh?
The one that was jumping on the bed.
Yeah.
When he would go to work, she would jump on the bed.
Yeah, her name is Katie or Catherine, but she went by Katie.
It's funny because my daughter's name is Katie.
That is funny. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
She used to sleep on his children, the foot of his children's bed, and they used to come and get him. Go, Daddy, will you please tell her she needs to go? She's sleeping on my bed again.
Well, I mean, you heard our dog a while ago.
Yeah.
Barking. We were sitting in here, I don't know, a month ago maybe, and watching TV. And I told her, I said, I ain't heard from Dad in a while. As soon as I said that, the computer chair that I'm sitting in right now, and this is carpet, rolled out from under the desk and turned sideways.
And
my dogs were like, what was that? We're looking at it like, what the hell?
Like, oh, look, the computer chair moved. And we went and we moved it back. Look at that. Your dad was here again.
Yeah, so, he always told me, though, he said, when I go, because I know what you do, I'm going to let you know.
What?
He said, I'm going to let you know.
Richie, you know what my dad did to me? 2 days after he passed, I'm sitting here in the house, and I see him come through the front door, and he goes, where are all these damn people you told me were there? All I see is these damn lights. I said, Dad, that's them. Oh, no shit? Okay. Then 20 minutes later, he came back and goes, oh, yeah, those were people. I'm like, God damn, Dad.
I never heard from my dad after he passed, but he came to me once in a dream, and it was right before COVID started. And it's right before we had to leave the house that I was in for 17 years.
Oh, well.
And it was funny because I was at my mother's house in New Jersey, my old house I haven't lived in since I was 18 years old. And I was on the front stoop, which we never used the front door. And I turned around, and my dad pulls up in a pickup truck. Okay, my dad's from New York. Okay, my dad is loafers and work pants and a white T-shirt and a comb over. That's my dad. Okay, never drove a pickup truck in his life. And he pulls up in a pickup truck, gets out wearing jeans, cowboy boots, flannel shirt, baseball cap. And I was talking to him saying, I miss you. All he kept saying is, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. Didn't know anything about COVID at this time, right? It's going to be okay. Just don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I miss you. He's like, I got to go, but it's going to be okay. And then on his shoulder, he had a little thing of like hand sanitizer, and he went squirt, squirt, wiped his hand. Oh, shit. And he took off. And then like a month later, they announced COVID. Yeah. And then like a couple years after that is when we had to leave my house that I had rented forever. And I had like the worst like mental, like emotional crash I ever had. But it was okay. Neither one of us, I work at a hospital, and neither one of us got COVID, and we're both on immunosuppressants. Neither one of us got the first case of COVID. And we managed to find that, knock on wood. And we had to leave our house. We couldn't get our mortgage, and we found this place to rent. And our landlord's a pastor. And the day we went to look at it, he said, I have all these applications for this place, but I really want you guys to have it.
Right on.
So if you guys want it, let me know by tomorrow. And everybody who has come into this house has said it is so comfortable. It feels like home. It's just a very comfortable place. And we've felt like home since day one.
Right on.
That's great.
So I guess it was okay. It was all right.
It's meant to be.
Hey,
right. Blaine.
Yes.
When we were in Alabama, when we were in your room doing the little investigation, what did your dad say about the beer?
Oh, that it was cold.
Yeah. It just popped in my head. I was like, what did he say? What did he say? It was funny. You have to tell him about it.
I asked him, I said, is there cold beer there? And my dad says, yeah, there's cold beer here. But I my favorite, though, is when I got him to say roll tide, because when he goes, how do you know this your dad? I said, watch this. And then my dad's like, roll tide. And she was like, oh, shit, that is your dad.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's cool. That's the same night that the phone started going off for everybody about 3 o'clock, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah,
same.
our
That was the weirdest thing.
You know, like the room phone just rang one time, one ring.
One ring.
Dude, mine did that. Dude, my
cell
toilet
phone
kept
was
flushing.
ringing for.
But it said it was a voice.
It said
call
voice incoming voice call. It
from
didn't.
Charlotte's son.
There was no number,
Charlotte's
nothing like that, and I'm like, who in the hell ain't answering that?
But it said
Well, hell,
Charlotte's
well, you know, in my room, I didn't realize that closet was right there where she's walking the door to the right of our room. Gwen went out the door, and I know that door was shut, and turned around. Oh, she went to get her phone charger. She come back in. That door was wide ass open. She never touched it. I watched her go in. I watched her go out. I'm like, I didn't even know there was a damn door there.
And it was very active in your room.
Oh God.
It was so funny because when we first got there, they put us on the ground floor, and we were the only ones on the first floor. And Rich,
I remember that.
Rich was like, "Hell no!" And so he went up and he was like, "Why are we the only ones on the ground floor? We reserved our room like months ago.
Yeah.
Why are we the only ones on the ground floor?" And the one lady's like, "Why'd you put these people down here not with their friends? You moved them upstairs."
And that's right. He put them up there with all his friends.
25.
She's actually one of my friends, and she views the show. So if Kitty's out there, hey girl,
right?
Hey girl.
I
Yeah,
love
she
that.
actually came to the event and stopped by everybody's table. Yeah, she was real sweet.
She did.
She loved it. She loved the I'm doing paranormal shit shirts, man.
So much. I had so much fun at the hotel talking to people. And
I had more fun than we had at any of the paracons we've gone to, and it was the slowest paracon I've ever been at. But we had more fun at that paracon than anywhere else.
And what was cool was like everybody started buying everybody else's crap.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey,
we love everybody else's stuff.
Yeah, well, me and Richard, we were smart. It's like, all right, dude, I'll trade you a shirt for a shirt. Okay, cool. Here you go. Here you go. Everybody won.
Let me see yours, good Blaine.
Oh, mine just says,
it says
if you hear banjos, paddle faster.
That's an Alabama shirt right there.
Mine just
I don't have my Boo Buddy shirt on tonight, but I did wear it for you in class.
Right on. There you did.
Yeah.
Well, that's why when we saw Lee, Lee had bought a music box from us, and I was like, she really liked this REM pod. I was
love
this one. She really liked these two, and he's like, well, which one? Which one? I was like, give her the bigger one. If she'd rather have the smaller one, that's fine. But offer her the bigger one and a shirt. And
no. If you know Lee, it's always go. If it's Lee, it's go big or go home. So
yeah.
But I mean, to me, it's better when it's a gift. It works better. It attracts better things when it's a gift.
Oh yeah, because
like all my protection bracelets I wear. In fact, now Lee's is in with my protection bracelets, the one that she gave me. They've all been gifts. They're all gifts. I had a gift from my sister. I had one from Richard. They've all been gifts. I haven't purchased any of them myself.
Tracy's making shirts now. As she watches us as she's doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, well, some of those.
Tracy made those. And she's got a new design she's coming out with the same shirts. She's going to make the supernatural bigger, and you're going to love this. The shit is going to be like it's a shit eating grin. It's going to be hilarious.
Awesome.
I've got to get one of those now. I forgot.
We'll have them ready for the November event up at the Fitzpatrick.
I wish we were able to go with you.
I wish y'all could too. Y'all would have a blast. It'd be us cutting up with ghosts. Come on.
No, but we're going to be at the Para-Unity
We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be hanging out with Jason Halls and Dakota Layden and
Chip Coffee,
and Adam Berry, and all those.
I know all that. I know all them. I've investigated all them.
The Ghost Brothers.
Ghost Brothers, we haven't seen them in forever.
Tennessee Ray Chasers.
We did the Imogene with the Ghost Brothers.
Oh, nice. Did they investigate? Did they actually investigate at night?
Yeah.
I'm amazed because I know when they did the Poachstown school up in Ohio, that they didn't investigate at night at all. It was all during the day.
Well, we were doing the Imogene, and it was an event. And we were broken up in groups, and everybody ended up in our group.
That's how it always is with me.
including them. And we were using an app. We were using a ghost box app on our phone. And they were like, what'd they say? What'd they say? You know, it was going off and the ghosts were talking. We were up in the attic and the ghosts were talking and everything. And after that, they started using the ghost app on their phone on their show.
Nice.
Like, oh, look at that. They're using the app. It was great.
Well, it's funny how that stuff works because we did an event at Sloss Furnaces and Gary Galka, who invented the mail meter, was there. I got his third one he ever made because I didn't want to. He kept the first one. I didn't want the second one. 3 is my favorite number. I said, let me have the third one you ever made. He gave it to me. Well, I was back in the old days when we were still playing around with the Shack hacks with the Radio Shack radios.
I had one of those.
Yeah, dude, everybody had one of those when they first came out. And he was like, I can make it better than that. So that's how you got an SB7 and SB11 out of it because Gary saw me using it. And I had like the third one he made of the SB7, but I couldn't tell you where the damn thing is now. So I think somebody $5 discounted the damn thing from an event I did.
Yeah, it looks like Ghosts R Us threw up in our living room.
Oh yeah, this whole area. This is a roll top desk that we bought. It was someone's grandmother's roll top desk. So that's what we keep all our ghost hunting stuff in. That's what he built. You know, so
I love those. Love
oh
them.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. I was like, that's perfect for building ghost hunting gear. We're gonna put it in a roll top desk. And it keeps the cats from getting the teeny tiny little parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably a good thing.
So I have a question for you guys. I have a thing of keys that would be great on your boxes. Do you need any more?
Yep.
Keys would be awesome.
I'll take all the keys.
Yeah, they're little. Well, I'll have to put it up against Lee's box to see if they're too big. But I just thought about it. I have like a thing, and I knew I bought them for somebody. It had to be you guys.
I mean, you know, because I'm gonna do like I want to do different themes. I want to do like some metaphysical stuff. You know, with different things.
I like when he uses the clockwork stuff, the gears and stuff, the clockwork.
Yeah. The steampunk kind of things.
Yes.
I'd like to do, several different themes to,
I really want him to build some music boxes using like tin boxes, like metallic boxes, like the rough looking tin.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that would be so cool. You imagine the sound coming from that?
Oh my God.
That would be so awesome. And just creepy enough. You know what I mean? Like ding, 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 ding. I mean, it would be so perfect.
Which one were you playing at the Paracon? Because I kept hearing stuff and I thought it was in my head, and I was looking at
that's the one that Lee bought.
Yeah, the one.
Yeah, is it?
The other one?
Okay, gotcha.
In there.
In where?
The one that had that music on it is in that box.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. Gotcha. Instead of changing the music, because when you get the music box part, it plays like, I don't know, some Chinese song. I don't know what it's like. I'm like, yeah, what is this? This is cool, but yeah.
You know, it'd be badass. Richard, take one of those keys and actually break one of them off where it misses one, so you just miss a note where it plays like ding ding.
Oh
ding,
yes,
ding, ding.
Yeah, that'd be creepy.
That's the one you got to make for Blaine.
Hell yeah. I love weird, strange, and odd shit.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm gonna make another one too. You know, like when back in the old days when people got buried, they got buried with a bell and a string in their coffin. So
yes,
if they weren't dead, they could ring the bell. I want to make something. It's kind of like
where
that.
the phrase "dead ringer" comes from, by the way.
Like
dead ringer and also graveyard shift came from that.
Be kind of like a REM pod. It'll be like a REM pod, but instead of having the lights and stuff, it'll have a bell with a string. And when it goes off, a little motor will make that string pull and ding 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 ding. And the bell.
Oh wow, yes.
Oh yeah, that's true. People give
got tons of
they give away old tin from the buildings.
So that would be badass.
But see, the thing is that when he builds these,
if this chases you across the room, that would be badass.
Yeah,
I want that to happen so bad.
Remember, I told you that the Paracon said, dude, if we can make that thing walk, people would lose their ever-loving mind.
Walk, but in the direction of whatever it's sensing.
Yes. Yes.
So go chase
it goes.
Oh, we could so mess with the dogs with that.
Oh my God, you can mess with people with that.
Yes, very much.
You have cousin, was it thing with a head on?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah.
Yes.
It's like the doll on the doll in the hand on Toy Story. You remember the little
Yeah.
doll head?
Oh, yes.
But yeah, it reminds me like the Christmas thing, you know, with was an island of bad Christmas toys and broken Christmas toys.
Yeah, misfit toys.
Yeah.
Misfit toys.
Misfit toys, yes. And we're a bunch of misfits.
You know, does equipment matter? And I'm like, no. And nobody, nobody knows. Do what you want to do. Do different. Be different.
That makes it better.
Just like us, we that's why we're EVP, Ethereal Voices. Most of our investigation is with vocal, EVP stuff. EVP.
I love the EVPs and I love Ghost Pop.
Your digital recorders, they all have different hertz, different ways they record, different frequencies. Use a bunch of different ones. Don't just this one.
There you go.
And the best one that
Because
we have is the actual cassette recorder.
Those are beautiful.
Cassette recorder is the best one.
I told Richard when we were at the con, I said, I would love to find an old portable reel-to-reel just to do EVPs with, because you can put up to 8 hours of tape on one roll and just have a blast with it. Because that thing picked up a lot of stuff that people didn't realize it picked up on.
Condenser, like condenser mics and stuff, they're real sensitive. And there's so much that you can do that, and you don't have to, like, okay, I understand people want to go ghost hunting and they see it on TV and it's blah. Okay, yeah, they don't realize it. That one little hour show, they were there for 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, they were.
Day filming to get that one, smush everything into 1 hour show.
And most of them, they would sit there and they would, I know, because Lee's filmed, I filmed, you filmed.
Yeah.
Ours were short because ours, I know mine took a day. Now I know Lee, when we filmed the one up in Georgia that I never got on film, but my name got on there. Hell, we were there all day, and I know Lee and them had already filmed like the day before that. That was their 3rd day there. And we were the last remnants of people that went through that they did the haunted objects with. Mm-hmm. And then they went somewhere else after that for another 2 or 3 days. And then went somewhere else. I think they worked like 3 or 4 locations. Then they go home. They'd be out for 2 weeks and they go home for a week. And they turn around and go back out for 2 more weeks.
Yes, I mean, and like us, we'll go to a haunted house. If you go somewhere to do an investigation, you might sit there for 8-10 hours and get nothing. People say, it's not as glorious as you may think.
No, but what makes up for it though, Richard, you're there for like 5 or 6 hours and get nothing, and all of a sudden you get that coup de grace, that great EVP, or you get a shadow figure walk by, or you get touched, or like a door opens and shuts. You get that. And that makes up the whole time that you sit there.
Like we were telling you, the one lady that we did her house, and we're using the SLS, and the figure kept looking like it was like swinging a golf club, and we're like, what is it doing? And we played it for her. We're like, we don't know what it's doing. It keeps swinging like this. And that's when she told us, well, my husband was a PGA golf champion.
That makes a lot of damn sense.
Like, okay, well then I guess we know who this is.
Yeah, we figured it out that's who was haunting her house was her husband, and he wouldn't talk to anybody.
He was protecting her.
We investigators were like asking questions, nothing. So finally, we put all the equipment on the island in her kitchen where she was at, and she started asking questions, and everything starts just up and answering her questions.
Well, you know why that was, Richard?
I don't know you people.
That was not meant for you guys. That was meant for her. You just got to be a party to the second party that got to witness it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, and then other times like us, when we go, we want to try to prove that, our first thing is to prove it's not haunted.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
Right.
and we like to help people. We help people. We don't charge to investigate.
No.
Because I just think that's wrong.
Yeah,
I do too.
You know, because you're charging them to go into their house and look for something that they can't see or hear.
Yeah.
How can you like
I-
charge people?
No, but I won't take a dime from them. But if they offer me some food, I'm going to eat food with them now.
But that's
That
why
way, ain't going to turn no food down.
that helps pay for the investigations and stuff. But like, you know, we had that one investigation with the dehumidifiers. You know, it wasn't the spirit activity in the house. It was all these giant, like warehouse sized dehumidifiers throughout the whole house. That put out so much EMF that the house probably in the spirit world was glowing like a lighthouse. And we told them, turn them off. Just turn them all off.
You know, your neighbor's got a ghost. It's coming over here. Hey, wait, I need to charge up. But once they shut everything off, you could feel the difference in their house.
But that person had messaged Richard and said that they talked to a psychic who said someone was trying to reach him and messaged so-and-so, someone's trying to reach you. And I was like, do you know how many psychics we just hung out with?
No
They
doubt.
were trying to reach you. I guarantee they would have told you something.
Oh, believe me. And I hate that word. I hate that word with a passion because it reminds people of your Miss Cleo. I just say I'm an empath medium because I don't predict futures.
I'm an extra large.
You're an extra large? I'm a triple X. So, hey, me and Richard are both triple X.
Hey, you guys, I have a question. Blaine, I know you see it. You see who keeps walking in the kitchen?
Which one? There's like
Do you
7
see?
of them.
Well,
I've seen a female. I've seen a little girl. I've
there's
seen
one
an
little
old man.
older lady who actually looks like she's cooking. Is it the same lady from the chair? I'm just
Yeah.
curious.
Yes.
It is.
Yes, it's grandma. It's grandmama.
It's grandma.
Grandma. Yeah. Okay.
Does
I
she
keep
have
seeing
short
her,
hair?
and she's like she's cooking. Yeah.
Does she have short hair?
You'll hear it sometimes, like in our kitchen.
I always pictured her to have short hair.
We'll hear like
I think she's
got
got it up.
Pulled up. She's got it pulled up. That's what you see.
I
Short
guess
hair.
in a-
She's got it pulled in the bun.
Yeah, bun. There you go. It's
Because I
yeah.
always picture her hair being short. That's probably why, because it's probably pulled up. In the
Yeah,
back.
she's
it's
got it in
kinda
the back
pulled
with a bun.
Mhm.
yeah, that's
But she's got to be happy here because if she's out there cooking, she's got to be happy.
That's her
She's
shit.
cooking for you guys, so yeah.
I'm smelling bacon. She's cooking bacon
Right.
right
God,
Oh.
Make a
oh,
pancake.
yeah. When
Make
you
a
wake
pancake.
up
Make
at
a
like
pancake.
4
Oh.
and you're like, oh man, and it smells so good. And then you come in
Oh.
here and it's like nothing.
No
It's like,
food.
now. Dude, and that's just
Oh,
like, that's like thinking, okay, I got the best Christmas present in the world, and you open up, there's a pair of socks. It's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
One
I'm
time,
like, I'm fat.
No, not
one
salt.
time it smelled like fried chicken with the Italian breadcrumbs. Where
Oh
That's
my
what I
God.
smell. I smell fried chicken right now.
That's
I mean,
what
like,
it smelled like. And I got up and I walked all the way out here and nothing. You can hear.
Oh, dude, she's prepping. I can smell her prepping it now. I can smell the breadcrumbs. I can feel the heat off the oven.
Yeah, you'll come in here and the dogs, sometimes they'll react to it. Most of the time, they're just like, they'll lift their hand up and like, oh, okay. It's just her, you know.
There's nothing aggressive here. There's nothing bad here.
No.
It's very
Yep.
warm.
And they
and
all,
loving.
they're welcome. You know,
Oh,
you're
dude,
welcome.
dude, she's making cornbread.
is that what that is?
Oh,
I tell them all the time, they're welcome.
I'm so hungry.
no, this is cool. I'm not even at your house, and I'm smelling this stuff like I'm right there. And
Can you
it's so.
imagine waking up out of a dead sleep and smelling that?
Oh.
And then going out to the kitchen.
Well, our house. Well, our house. This is what I get in my house. Is we have a spirit.
One of the bank from the other side, so they can like put it in the tube and poof, shoot it over here.
I know. Well, one of my male spirits is my wife's great grandfather named Amos, and he don't cook, but that mug will make some coffee at 2:30 in the morning, and you got that smell of coffee. And I'm not even a big coffee drinker. I'm like, damn, that smells good.
Yes, good
And,
smell.
and he'll be in there making coffee, and I'll hear him yell. We have a little spirit named Billy, a little 11-year-old piece of shit. I mean, a little asshole. he does all kinds of stuff. I hear Amos go, boy, I'm gonna throw this hot coffee on you if you don't quit acting like a little ass.
We used to, in the house we used to live in, there was a spirit of a man. I call him Tony. I don't know what his name was, but he used to make coffee all the time. You would hear the mug hitting the counter.
Yes.
You hear him making coffee.
You can hear him stirring. You can hear the spoon going clinky, clinky, clinky. He's stirring.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's all. I mean, he was seen throughout the neighborhood. So we think he owned the land. We think
the guy that owned our land that we live on, he was a German immigrant named Klaus. And where our house is on the other side of my living room outside the wall is where he had his still. He go hide from his wife there. So I've heard him and Amos. I watch him walk to one side of the front part of the house and walk outside the house going to his still. And I'll hear him out there dumping the sugar bags in there, or putting sugar in there, or putting the corn, crunching the corn up. And then you smell that liquor smell as he starts to brew it. But yeah.
But you said there's 7. You see 7 here. I know we got Grandma. I know we got Katie.
Okay, you've got the little girl. Okay, Grandma and Katie. You've got an older gentleman there that belongs to the land. Did you say that the house is owned by a preacher?
He's the landlord. Mm-hmm.
Okay, does he own the house?
His dad owns the house. He's the
Okay, that makes sense now. Because was his dad also a preacher?
I don't know. Never asked him.
All right, this is what I'm telling you. One of the spirits there has something to do with your landlord's father. Give me what you are. Oh, it's a great grandfather that just never stepped foot on this land, but likes the energy of this land that you're on.
It's great energy. If you ever
I can feel it.
You feel so great. You feel so
I can feel it. I can feel it from here, which is so cool with the gifts I have. But
you hear that?
Oh my God. Wow.
See, that's my dad.
Oh.
Your dad is there.
Yeah.
And Colleen, your dad is there.
Yeah, there was just somebody knocking
on the wall.
There was just knocking back here.
Your dad just came through because you said I haven't talked to my dad in a while. He's there. He always can hear you, but he wants you to talk to him sometimes. Just let him know you still miss him, you still love him. That's all he wants.
Oh yeah, I tell him all the time.
Right on.
Hang on, let me see if I can show you. Hang on. I don't know if you can't see it. Bring it over here so that he can see it. So it's funny. My dad is a joker. And he I told you he has a comb over, right? But he's very, very self-conscious, right? So his fiance, after my dad passed, we had his favorite picture of me at 18 and my dad.
Oh my God, he's there. That's him.
That's Daddy.
Yeah, that's him.
He didn't had his
See
hair.
all the hair? No, he didn't have all this hair. My dad drew it in with a pen on the picture. So
that is awesome.
The chalk drawing of this in New York City in Greenwich Village, they did hair, and I was like, "Why you got so much hair?" Because he drew it in with a pen.
That is awesome.
Oh my goodness.
That's my daddy. That's why my son's named Daniel after my daddy.
Right on, yeah, because your dad is there, and he's you should see the smile on his face right now. He said, "Yeah, that was pretty slick. I have to draw hair on me, wasn't it?"
Yeah.
Okay, and the other thing I see there too is you have a young teenage Creek Indian that's from that land. He's not harmful or nothing. He's just there because the energy's good. You probably have a lot of what I call visitors that'll come through just for the energy, and they'll stay long enough till they're ready to leave, and they'll leave. And some of them will stay.
Yeah. I told you the energy when we first came in, and we say we live in the hood skirts. So we live on the outskirts of the hood. So we're in the hood skirts.
Nice.
Okay. I'm from an upper middle class in New Jersey. Okay. I mean, you could see New York City from where I live. So upper middle class. And then I lived in Gulf Breeze, Florida, which is upper middle class for 30 years. And then we moved out here, which is the
West side.
West side.
West side.
So we're literally, he took me driving through the hood. And the whole time I'm like, and I was like, is this the hood? Are we hood people now? Do we
what?
We need an alarm system. We need a dog. How are we going to live out here? I mean, it was just funny. And we have had, knock on wood, we have had no trouble since we moved here. Great neighbors, quiet. The police said they forgot this street was here because they never.
That's a good thing.
That's good.
Since the day we walked into the house, I mean, the energy was just great. And we spent 2 months painting the house. I mean, this is a rental. We painted. We changed out the ceiling fans. We changed out all of the wall sconces. Richard built cabinets in the kitchen and put up a hood vent. I mean, like, we did a lot of work on this house to make it our own.
You did, and it looks, and it's so cool watching the shadow figures walk behind you.
Yeah, I see them too, Blaine.
and directly behind Richard, that door, does that go out to the front door, or is that something else?
The kitchen, and then
okay.
The backyard's behind there.
Okay. If you go straight back, is that a microwave on top of something, or is that something else?
That's a window. That's a
window. Okay. Yeah. There's something that keeps looking in that window. That's why I asked about
the backyard. There's like a spirit in the backyard.
He's looking through the window right now.
He crosses back and forth, and it's like once in a while you catch a glimpse of him, but it's like he doesn't want you to like see him, but he.
Oh, he's putting himself out there right now because he's just standing looking in the window at you.
Yeah, but he doesn't come in.
No, he just enjoys. He just enjoys watching you guys because you're living, and he lives. Well, I can't say he lives, but he is being vicarious through you because you're still living.
That's why our bedroom is in the front of the house over here.
Hey, what y'all living in there?
I've never seen someone do that. How do you make your leg do that?
Oh my goodness. Hey, you guys, it's been great, but it's been 2 hours, and
we can
I know. Hey, we're going to be doing your show soon, so that's okay.
Are you guys coming on our network?
Yes.
Sweet.
We'll be like,
hey,
we need Blaine on.
Yeah.
Hey, anytime. You know I'll be there. Unless we're in class, and I'll sneak out of class for a little while and come do the show with you.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much. And it was good hanging out with you guys again, even if it was just through video.
Guys.
Oh, yeah.
And, well, don't worry. We'll do more together because I see a Fort Morgan trip coming up soon.
Yeah, we have to do Fort Morgan. Like, I think someone has it reserved through the fall, but maybe later, like February.
Well, October. They have it.
Lee was talking about maybe November if that checks out, but we'll be in touch. We'll be talking.
Okay, definitely.
And thank you guys, Blaine. Love
Bye,
you.
y'all.
See you later.
Love y'all.
You guys have a good night, everybody. Thank you. All right. Bye.